Alright, you guys, here is your chance to gain back some points on that quiz that I handed back today. If you did not already take the quiz, you can use this as a means to get prepared for the quiz that you can take in place of it on Monday when you come back to school. So here's how it goes. Remember, there are two things that I think will really help with labeling angles, and a number of you struggled with this. First off, you find that the lines that are intersected by the transversal, and you want to shade that as the interior. If you know where the interior is, then the names of the angles fall into place a whole lot better. So I've shaded it here. Also note the transversal, the one that goes through it. The name of all the angle pairs, except for corresponding, has to do with where it is with respect to the interior versus the exterior of the parallel lines or the lines that are intersected, and with respect to the transversal, is it alternate side or same side? So I've highlighted those here. So see how this unfolds? Underlined in blue, all the transversal parts, same side, alternate, that you see in 2, 3, and 4. Those are highlighted in blue. That tells you where the angles are on the transversal. So, and then the next part, underlined in red, interior versus exterior, tells you the angles are either in that yellow shaded region or they're not. They're outside of that region. So the angles 1, 3, 2, 4, and let's see, those are the top pair, and then the bottom pair of corresponding angles. Now, corresponding angles, this is the one that doesn't follow suit. It's a little bit different. Notice one angle's interior, one's outside. They're on the same side of the transversal. Maybe we should call it, same side in and out. Might be a better name than corresponding. Same side, one in, one out. But we go with corresponding. It has to do with being in the same corner. Each of those is marked in the same corner, but on a different line that the transversal intersects. So once you have that situated in your mind, it shouldn't be any problem, but it does confuse a number of us. So next is number 2, 3, and 4. Just note them carefully. I just put them in the key here. 2 is same side interior, so that'd be same side interior, 2, 3, and then 6, 7. And then the next one's alternate interior, so it's these diagonal pairs inside, alternate interior. And then the next is alternate exterior, which is on the outside and alternating on the transversal here and here. And I've noted those on the side. Okay, so next we want to tackle the piece that's pretty easy for all of us. I don't think anyone missed this. If you've got one angle and parallel lines in a transversal, then there's a supplement, the 130, right next to it. And then all the angles within that are either 130 or 50, barring any other strange things. Now we'll enter some more complicated pictures, but that's the general idea. Okay, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Notice 9, those are same side interior, and those are always supplementary. And if you didn't know that, that's a good time to take note of it. So x and 91 are not equal. Those are supplementary. So actually x ends up being 89, because if you set that equal to 180, add them up, add to 180, x has to be 89. Then 10 is, they're both obtuse angles, and when both the angles are the same, either both acute or both obtuse, they're equal. So x is 118. We also know alternate interior angles are always congruent. If you go back to number 11, same, we've got both obtuse in number 11. So number 10 and number 11, you're noting that they're both obtuse angles, and that means they're always acute, or I'm sorry, always congruent. And then what that means is there another portion you can remember too. Some people like to memorize the rules. Alternate interior angles are always congruent in number 10. Number 11, you could remember that corresponding angles are always congruent in number 11. Again, both in terms of parallel lines. They have to be parallel lines for that to work. Then there is number 12, of course. 12 is both obtuse angles. They're alternate exterior angles. Turns out alternate exterior angles are always congruent in parallel lines. So you can set those equal. And you can see the algebra taking place down below. So pause this, take a look at that if you need extra help. Come up with questions, always a good idea. The next is, I have some correctives for you. So here's where your work kicks in. Flip the quiz over that I gave you, or get another sheet and staple it. I want you to tackle these problems to replace the ones you missed. I'll give you half the points back. So I gave off one each, so you can get half a point back for each one you missed. That's not the end of the story. I also have some bonus points you can get if you continue to watch this video. So for 1 through 4, I want to use the same questions in 1 through 4, but use the diagram here. This is different. Look at the numbering. Be very careful. I didn't number in the same order, so I don't want you to fall into some habit. Again, you're doing same question. So number 1 will be list all the corresponding angle pairs. There will be 4 angle pairs, and so on. Number 2, same question. Go on. So 9 through 12, nobody missed the interior portion about the angle. So Here are the correctives for 9 through 12. You want to do these problems. Now don't expect them to be just like the ones you did before, but you need to tackle these 9 through 12. Then here's 11 and 12 getting lined up there. Just be careful. These are all parallel lines, and I don't know if I marked them that way, so let me go back here real fast. These are all meant to be parallels. So as some of you have noticed so carefully in class, you want to make sure that you have evidence of that. Either I tell you they are or they mark it. Awesome. Next, you can get some extra credit here. So if you decide to find the equation of the line that is through this given point, negative 2, 4, with a slope of 4, just like we did today in class. I want the equation of the line. You're asking what kind of equation? I want this one. I want slope-intercept form. There you are. All that stapled together or on the back of that quiz brought to me on Monday. That means you can get half points back for all the ones you missed and up to 3 points extra credit. Do email with your with a comment now that says, yes, Mr. Seeley, I watched the video, and I want you to comment on this question, or this little comment right here. What did Mr. Seeley write in the lower right-hand corner on the last part of the video? That's what I want you to email me. And I wrote in here that heroes get back up. That's what I want you to write back. That's the code word that you watch the video. Heroes get back up. Email that to me or comment on my Facebook page or my page, and then YouTube, and all will be well. Take care. Email. Talk to you soon.